Alright, 8th graders, today we're going to talk about writing linear equations. We have been writing linear equations, but today we're going to talk about writing it in point-slope form. So if we're ever given a point and a slope, you're going to follow this formula. So to write the equation of the line passing through point x1, y1 with slope m, you can use the point slope formula. So here it is. Are you ready? Y, so you're always going to have y minus y1 equals m open parenthesis x minus x1. So then it says to distribute and solve for y. So if we're practicing some of these with the point 4, 1 and the slope is 2, we would write y minus y1, which is 1, equals the slope, open parenthesis, x minus x1, which is 4. Then, of course, you could distribute and solve, so you can multiply through 2x minus 8. And then you can add 1 to both sides. So you could change it to y-intercept form, right? 2x minus 7. So then there's your slope, there's your y-intercept. See how you can change from one to the other? Let's just practice writing things in point slope form, since I think you know how to solve otherwise. But 2, 4, and the slope equals 1/2. So y minus the y value of the point equals m, which is 1/2, open parenthesis, x minus the x value of the point. Okay, now remember, if our points are in a different quadrant and maybe have negative values like this one, instead of y minus a negative 1, it's going to become plus a 1. Because remember, subtracting just means we're doing the opposite. And the opposite of negative 1 is positive 1. Okay? Equals the slope, negative 3/4, open parenthesis, x, and then minus a negative would really be adding 8. So that tells us the point is negative 8, negative 1. You see that? And practice one more. 4, negative 3, slope equals negative 1. So y plus 3 equals negative 1, open parenthesis, x minus 4. So the point is 4, negative 3. Okay? So again, you're going to write some more. If you need some more examples, let's look at a couple more. So I want you to pause your video And let me know what you think about the point. I was just seeing where we were for time. My box kind of blocks the time. We're only halfway through. So let's say we're at the point, goes through point -7, -4, and the slope, or m, equals 6. So y here be the opposite, so +4 equals the slope, open parenthesis, x plus 7. Are you seeing that? Number 6 goes through the point 1, 1 and has a slope of 0. So y minus 1 equals 0, because 0 times x minus 1 is just 0, right? That eliminates it. So you would have y minus 1 equals 0. So that one, it was a little bit trickier, right? Okay, 2 more to practice on your own perchance. How about are we even on 7? Yes, we are. -9, with a slope of -7/4. And how about 0, 2 with a slope of 4. Go ahead and pause your video and try writing a couple equations in point slope form. So y minus 0 would just be y. So we can say y equals the slope, open parenthesis, x, and then the opposite of that, because I would be subtracting that. Okay? Now we have y minus 2 equals the slope times x minus 0, or really just times x. So y minus 2 equals 4x. So now you've seen what happens when we have an x-intercept and a y-intercept. You've seen what happens when our slope equals 0, because anything times 0 is 0, and that's what you're multiplying the x difference by. Alright, let me know if you have any questions. Be sure you're showing all of your work if you can. I know there wasn't a ton of work, but just plugging in where they go, so no worries. Today, have a super awesome Monday.